Hail guys, what's up? I hope that everybody's having a good Tuesday. Um, wow, I'm doing my best, folks. Hail, obviously, to the chat. It's great to see everyone. Um, I have to say before we begin, and before I introduce the guys, I'm going through a lot, and I'm not going to lie to you folks. Since I tweeted that the other day when my mom got released from the hospital, um, I think that those bastards sent her home too early. I'm very concerned. It's been a scary couple of days. She just doesn't want to seem like she wants to wake up or anything. I can only get her awake sporadically. All she's doing is you know sleeping, and I've been, well, quite honestly, scared out of my wits. Um, I haven't slept well overall the past 48 hours. Um, I'm in not the greatest of places emotionally. Um, I just, I'm used to being that guy that doesn't let things show publicly, that feels like I got the answers, that I can handle it. Because it's always, I feel like I can handle it. And when I feel like I can't handle it, um, I tend to struggle with that. And it's been a bad couple of days for depression and things like that. But listen, again, I just wanted to tell everybody up front. I know that I may not necessarily seem like my normal jovial, I'm on point type of self, and I really do apologize for that. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for your friendship and for your support and for everything that you're doing for me and my mom. And I couldn't ask for any better friends. And just thank you. Thank you. And with that, I'll go ahead and just let me introduce the guys. And again, I apologize, folks. Uh, hail to up top with me, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Drew? I've already told you this before. I'm sorry to hear that, and I wish there was more words of you know wisdom that I could give that would help. But unfortunately, we are coming up blank on that because like I told you earlier, we suffered something similar where they released my mother earlier, and she died at home because they didn't want to treat her anymore. And unfortunately, this just seems to be the way that the medical profession is rigged nowadays with these insurance companies. And you know what? Big fucking double finger to all you fucking pricks. You can kiss this fuzzy guinea pig ass.
And I also want to introduce my dear friend Stephen, who is absolutely like my brother.
Let me get full screen, Drew. Can I get a full screen?
And I love you, Stephen.
Love you too, brother. Hail to everybody out in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. This man, Drew Taylor, been my friend for 2.5 years. This man has been taking care of his mom for 2 years. If you guys could just throw some love, throw a link out for his channel. He is everything that we represent. He is everything that all of us in the chat, that all of us in Rogue Entertainment represent. Being true to family, taking care of family, looking out for friends, being true to one another. I want to say thank all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here every week. Thank you for supporting Supreme Heretics channel. Thank you for supporting him, because right now he needs it more than anything. This is everything that we're about here at Rogue Entertainment. We don't turn on one another because we have different opinions. We don't turn on each other because we have different values, because our values, our morals pretty much align, and that's looking out for one another, just like we do in the chats and all the shows that we come together in. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting Supreme Heretic. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting Rogue Entertainment and coming and hanging out with the Rogue Squadron. Y'all are my Rogue family, and I love each and every one of you. Thank you so very much, and let's get the show going.
And I want to bring in my other awesome friend, Etep. You know, he's just right there, hop, skip, and a jump, just a state away. And you know, dude, you just from day one that I met you, man, it feels like we clicked, brother. And you really are a good dude. You're a good friend, and I'm just glad that you're here, man.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you. And man, my positive vibes and well wishes to your mom. Last year we went through this with my mom, to where she went in the hospital at the beginning, all this, and we didn't know if she was ever going to come out. So, man, I hearing that breaks my heart. So, all the well wishes, and hope for her to pull through it and get back to good. Your way, brother. And hail this chat, Tommy and Steven on the panel. Drew, love you, man. You're a great dude, man. You're there. You meet a lot of people in this. It's a business basically, but it's fun. But like I said, you treat everybody's channel as a brand, and there's certain people that you meet, and it's like you deal with them, and you're like, I wonder if they're actually like that. And there's people that have met me in this, and they're like, this is who this cat is. And Drew, you're one of those people. And basically this whole panel is like basically all the rogues. I'm saying if you meet some of these folks, they're gonna be who they are on camera, off camera. You know what I mean? That's the way. And God bless you, man, and your family, brother. I hope nothing but the best, man. Yeah, that's it, man. Hail this chat. Let's have a good show.
Hey, Drew, before you get started, there's actually something I would like to share with you.
Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
I'm kind of hoping that it's something that'll bring the mood up a little bit for you. So
I don't trust when Tommy does this.
If you wouldn't mind.
I don't trust him.
Okay.
I'm just...
Oh, that meme will never die from last week. Oh,
I told you last week when we started it that the minute that happened, I was going to be making one every week for you, and I had that one already set up from last week. So
I do want to say hello to our dear friends, the best chat on YouTube. Dr. Alex Stein, PhD, aka Lopter, the Demon King. What's up, buddy? Brutal Morningwood, it's great to see you. Godzillionaire, thanks for being here, buddy. It's great to see you as well. Arwen, my lovely co-host from the Pegasus Actual Podcast. You are indeed an amazing lady, and thank you for being here. Tehillim, you are one of my stalwart friends and supporters. Thank you so much. Darth Haster, the brother from WBA, man, great to see you. Cooper, great to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Hail to you, Keely Chow. Great to see you. Shane, thank you so much for being such a good friend. Master the TDS, you as well. I appreciate you being there the times that we've talked. And, Clown World Review, hail to you, my friend.
Tony.
Family.
Tina Bojan, hail to you, dear. Great to see you. Thank you so much for everything that you do and how supportive you are. Absolutely. Hail to Soul Assassin. Hail to the Time Prophet. What is up? Great to see you, buddy. Wow, Rita, it's great to see you.
All the cool kids in the chat today.
Rita, you always, you being here, I just always appreciate that you come by, and thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know, from the bottom of my heart, darling.
Drew, if I could tickle your balls right now, I would.
I'd
make you feel a little better.
Hail, Stieg. Stieg is here. It's great.
Hail,
to see
Stieg.
Super fan Adam Shawhan. What's up, brother?
Hail, brother.
Great to see you.
And the whole Wiener Dog clan is behind him.
Dwayne, great to see you as well, brother. Everybody's here, and it's awesome. And it's just I'm like Captain James T. Skywalker. Hail! I'm incredibly grateful for all the friends that I have. Because right now, like I said, this is a lot to try and handle, but I want to go ahead and move on. First off,
are we going to get angry at your first subject?
I want to discuss. Well, I want to discuss real quick, Jay's bullshit banning from Twitter.
What the hell is going on?
Guinea pig angry. Guinea pig smash.
So our friend, and we all know him in this community, Drunk 3PO, he did get suspended by Twitter. Apparently it is a 7-day deal. And it was over essentially a bullshit DMCA. And they dinged him on supposedly copyrighted music. And
that's absolute bullshit. Because there's plenty of people that have copyrighted music on their shit on Twitter, and never do they fucking get hit.
No,
I see the same shit getting recirculated over and over again.
Yeah, because Shane Nolan said it was over the Careless Whisper music, and it's such a short snippet that it doesn't. It totally doesn't make sense. Nice.
Excuse me, Drew. Yes. Excuse me, it is I, Doomtep, future ruler of Latveria, with my fluffy kitty, Mr. Beans.
I have my so wondrous.
My sources tell me Drunk 3PO's suspension from Twitter was no accident. No, my friends, this was an act of clear aggression by Kathleen Kennedy. Yes, it may sound weird that Drunk 3PO is on the radar of Kathleen Kennedy and her minions at Lucasfilm. But rest assured, his Twitter suspension was not by accident. No, it was not just a careless whisper that led to his suspension, or the fact that he never wanted to dance again, because guilty feet have got no rhythm. But Doomtep does have rhythm. I know the rhythm of the night, and the night tells me that this was Kathleen Kennedy, Ryan Johnson, and Anthony Fauci. Until next time, when I reveal my sources from Reddit, I mean my inside sources at Lucasfilm. Stay angry, my friends. Mr. Beans, get off me!
So when
I love every time this guy shows up. And look, we got Dr. Death. I really do admire your work, Dr. Death. You're amazing. Perhaps you'd like to join my gang and help me kill the bats?
Thank you. I'm working with the President of the United States as well. So, we could have a whole little cabal of people who can kill. They mentioned my name. They summoned me, so I'm here.
Mm-hmm. What I miss?
Yeah. Quite honestly, on a serious note for a minute, the reason I think that the reason given that they sent my mom home early is the fact that they claimed at that hospital she was staying at, they needed the beds for COVID patients.
Oh, they needed it for. Oh.
So they sent her home early, and now this is what we're dealing with. But again, God, right now I see any picture of Anthony Fauci and it just makes me seethe with hate.
Well, I mean, you look at
Me too.
imagine if for the last 10 years they were saying that about the flu. We have this, we can't admit or we can't take care of somebody because of the flu.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking
Mhm.
about the new flu. All right,
And-
it is more dangerous than your average flu.
But it's the flu.
But it's the flu.
It's the flu,
It's the
and
flu.
these new tests that they're gonna be administering to people are gonna specify whether it's the flu or COVID, and there's gonna be a lot of hospitals that are gonna be pissed because they're gonna be missing out on $53K a piece, like they've been clocking off these flu patients for the past year.
Well, that's why I think that there's this big thing to push for filling the hospitals back up with COVID patients.
Yeah, that's their game plan. That's what they want to
Yeah,
do.
hail brightest day.
There was that one doctor who they tied him, they strapped him down to a gurney because he had COVID. Came in, it was in a Sarasota hospital, and the guy who came in after him, 20 years younger, a marathon runner, and this guy was getting worse and worse. And he asked me, "Because you want me to take charge, be your medical advocate?" And the guy said yes. So he asked for his blood work and all that stuff, and he saw that, oh, you have a major infection. It's pneumonia. It's in the lungs. He goes, you need antibiotics. And they refused to give it to the guy. And then the doctor, they strapped him to a gurney to figure out where to put him to shut him up. This is insane. Absolutely insane.
It is.
Well, Arwen's correct. This is exactly what happened in the circumstance with my mom. It actually happened twice. The first night when I took her to the ER and she was in there for 5 hours, they transferred her from that hospital to the one where she was staying at that's 17 miles away from us because that hospital claimed, oh, they needed beds for COVID. This hospital pulled the same thing. We need beds for COVID. So they send her home after they found that she is having some issues with her kidneys and things like that. Now, you don't move a person who is having, rather serious issues with their kidneys unless there's a damn good reason. All they did was just throw up their hands and say, sorry, COVID, and essentially kicked her out. And this is absolutely, there's no recourse here on my end because the hospitals will simply fire back if you try to come at them in a manner of trying to protest this, because they're going to say, well, we're doing it for public safety, and that's where they get you. There's no recourse whatsoever.
That has been the problem though, Drew, since this, when it first came down, I understand, like the first couple of months. But once we understood what this thing was, we should have taken steps to realize what it is from the get. Right. All the fear that was ratcheted up from this had to do with the person who was in the White House at the time. That's all it was. This has been political, a political virus since the inception of it. And I say inception because, it might have been planned. The way that the government has reacted, the way that local governments have reacted to this, has done nothing positive. People have lost their jobs. People have lost their homes. People have not been able to go to work. That new normal crap is complete bullshit.
It is.
And people are dying. People are suffering. People that need treatment for things like cancer and other ailments are not getting it.
People aren't getting proper surgery.
Right, because of this politicized virus. It's political. It has nothing to do with public health or safety. Yeah. It's all about politics.
That's what that doctor said. He's a well-respected one. He's even had a number of books published. And he said their new protocol is that. Just put them on ventilators, do this other shit that they know is going to end up killing the patient.
It's going to kill them, right? Yeah.
And he said, he goes, so wait a minute. So we don't treat pneumonia anymore. We're not going to deal with cancer patients either. This is bullshit. This is total bullshit. I have a friend who can't even see a proper doctor. He's got cancer right now. He can't even see a fucking doctor because they won't even come in. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm a step above being right back at square one because if my mom continues in this manner, I'm going to end up doing the same thing all over again and having to call the rescue squad for it. And this is it's just absolutely I can't wrap my head around this. It's just inexplicable how they're treating people.
Because they don't care. This is another example of how the people pulling the purse strings for the puppets in our governments. Excuse me. This is a problem.
Because this is a worldwide problem. Yeah.
They do not care about us. This is why it is more important than ever that we stand together. We're only going to rise together, guys. And that doesn't mean we all have to have the same group think and we have to have the same echo chamber. It means we look out for ourselves, our families, and our individualism. We have to stand up to these punks in the government. We have to call them out at every turn. Really, for the most part, my direction in this is entertainment. The propaganda arm for the puppet masters. But we really do need to stand together, all of us, internationally, and not take this trash anymore. Keep supporting independent creators who are speaking out. Keep supporting people on other platforms that have to move or are banned from this one, which we're graceful enough to still be allowed to stream on. But you really need to support dissident voices because there's not enough people allowed to speak out, and this is all bullshit. We all see it all across the world. All right. Yeah. And I mean, and like I've always said, you want to get a jab, get a jab. You want to wear a mask, wear a mask. Protect yourself, please. I support individuality. Protect yourself how you wish to. But it's time that we stand up together and call this crap out for what it is. This is killing people. This is stopping people from being able to get treatments. This is stopping people from being able to go work to maintain their homes. Mm-hmm. This is the utter bullshit. We need to stand together. We need to rise together and fight this false narrative.
Yeah, we do, and and we'll cover more on that in a minute because I gotta talk about the elephant in the room, which is
Mackany 90.
Which
he's black. I just figured that out.
No,
it's too late to kick him out of Rogue, but
no.
If we did that, we'd look racist.
Not Mackany, but although that's a good one, but no, we'll talk about the last flight out of Afghanistan in a second. But yes, I want to bring in Mackany and dude, it's incredibly great to have you on the panel. It's good to see you, buddy. I hope everything's going good with you, Mac.
Hail the king of the camel toe.
And
there you
go. Let's not look it up. A lot of stuff looking up. I've been able to. I'm back at work, so today's my day off. So I'm able to show up for here. So.
You're spending it with us, Mac. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddi. I really do.
We love you, Mac.
You know what it is? It is
just through. I don't know about y'all four.
You know what it is? Mackany just loves his lighter skinned friends. That's what it is. That he's he's trying to boost us up.
Hey, I got a tan. I'm closer to Mac than
you're Asian. You're one of the white people. What are you talking? You're in our group.
Mac, if you're wearing any cologne that's like pine scented, just be careful. Walton's gonna really do that reach around.
What a fucking asshole!
Oh no! I have gotten rid of that out of my house. That is not allowed in the Mackany household. Let's put it that way.
That's messed up, Mac. You're coming through a little robot.
Yeah,
you're freaking Tommy.
Very speaking spell.
Yeah, you're bouncing. You're bouncing.
Okay.
Godzillionaire said all the diversity on the left side of the panel.
Well, we got to segregate them, Godzillionaire. We got to make sure.
Hey,
Superman Adam Shaw said it's pasty friends.
Move me out to the left side of the panel.
I needed
move my Israelite ass over there.
How about now?
You sound a lot better.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now Simone. I heard
excuse Melissa.
Why it's so human
of some pine.
Pass the bagel.
You're what, Como? What?
I better go back into hiding.
Yeah, you need to go touch somebody.
I think it's time.
Oh man.
Fuck Fauci.
So
Go ahead.
as of yesterday now marks the last plane out of Afghanistan, and the whole thing with that. If anybody happened to catch the speech today, and I heard about it, I didn't actually catch it, but I heard Biden was like legit claiming victory, like this was a win, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, and to me, this is probably the worst diplomacy. I wouldn't even say diplomacy. It's just the worst. It's the worst foreign relations disaster in history that I've ever seen.
Campbell's tweet? I gotta bring
Yeah,
that up.
I saw his, and it was complete.
Did you see Alyssa Milano's tweet?
Oh
Yeah.
no! Let's
Wait.
bring that
Oh,
one.
wait a minute. I got one even better for all of you. Did you see that there was a report that our good old freaking American ally, Hanoi Jane, actually was saying things against the Biden administration and his handling of Afghanistan? How ridiculous is that?
Wait, bitch ass Jane Fonda, Hanoi Jane herself.
Really?
Are all the rats gonna abandon ship now?
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
they're eventually going to start stabbing each other in the back, because that's a given. That's a given. But the thing. Go ahead, Benny. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say what this all is. I mean, everyone knows the whole thing has been orchestrated. Look who they put into power over there. That guy, the Afghani president who ran with like $179 million. He was from over here, and they put him into power. So they didn't even get a proper Afghan to run the country. He was one of our fucking plants. They gave away the country. They know they did. The parents of a couple of the soldiers who passed away, they made it very clear as well last night. I heard the mother call Biden a dimension-ridden piece of crap over and over on national television, and that her son didn't have to die, that this only happened because Biden wanted a photo op for 9/11. You can't be more crystal clear than that.
It was Vinny 100%. If in so many ways, okay, we thought at the time Benghazi was bad. In so many ways, this dwarfs Benghazi by leaps and bounds. This is like Benghazi on steroids, because if you think about it, they left behind, and Blinken admitted this yesterday when he was talking about it. He said, well, there still may be several hundreds of Americans there, but they'll figure it out. It's just like they downplay it, like these are American citizens, okay, but we're just gonna leave and they're off to fend for themselves, and now they have to rely on calling for outside help. They have to call either a representative that's willing to listen, somebody that they may know that's involved in the private contractor arena, whatever. These people are not guaranteed to get out. What's more is, our government handed over a list of names of Americans and Afghanis.
Wow.
That
Imagine giving out a hit list.
That's exactly what they gave out, Steve.
Giving out a hit list to your own people. That's
and to me, this is high treason.
Yeah.
This is high treason.
Absolutely.
And I do believe that the president should be brought up on charges, if not at least impeached over this. There should be an investigation.
Well, the thing is, Supreme Heretic, is that he didn't deliver any mean tweets. He didn't say anything on social media.
Yeah, that's how everybody's.
But that's impeachable.
Yeah, you know what?
Having pride. In the
He spent a lot of time checking his watch though during all those photo ops, and he's willing to give the Taliban a lot more money than they already took when they took all that surplus over when everybody ran.
Did you see the picture of the helicopter that the Taliban was flying with dropping bodies?
Yes.
No, that wasn't. I guess that was debunked. It wasn't an actual.
Debunked. Okay.
Well, you know what? I don't know if I trust that though. ETEP, did you see who actually debunked it? It was the fact checkers.
The fact checkers.
Oh God!
They check the narrative checkers. The narrative.
Okay.
The narrative checkers. Yeah.
Because that original video that came out directly from the Taliban.
So they're making hip hoppity commies go droppity.
But the policy is now that essentially because the last soldier boarded yesterday, the American policy that stands right now is if you're an American and you're stuck there, it's basically your fault.
Wow.
They literally have essentially left everyone behind that is there. And if that wasn't bad enough, I'm sure that you guys saw the pictures over Twitter yesterday that they left a number of service dogs there. Yep, I'm very big on animals. I like dogs. I like cats. I've always had. Well, go ahead, Mac.
I was gonna say, isn't someone getting like a getting like a death for that or something like? I'm not.
There was a private organization. There was a private organization that was trying to get the service animals out, but they were they can only do so much because they were using commercially chartered flights.
Well, Drew, I don't know if you heard that one. Biden is actually moving ahead to try to block people that are trying to go on their own to go over there and get people out.
I know.
Legitimately blocking those people now.
I know
because there was a group of former service members that went over there and got people out.
Yes.
And now Biden see that and it's a black eye, and he's like, "Oh well, we need to stop these people. We can't have them going over there and getting our people out. We can't have that."
Yeah. They won't allow a rescue. They won't allow a rescue because of bad optics. And that, there is no bigger thing that is precious than human life, or there just isn't.
Life, period.
Yeah, and to sit there and say, well, we don't value those lives because it makes us look bad. Fuck you. I mean, that's.
Yep. No, you're 100% correct.
I'm gonna go out and live. I'm gonna go out and live and say this. There's plenty of them. There's plenty of them there who will die on their deathbed. Who will be on their deathbed, not admitting that.
Shall we play a game?
As much as everybody does not like the Orange Man.
Mm-hmm.
They will be on their deathbed and not admitting that a few things.
You know what? This is amazing. I have never heard Machini stream underwater before. This is fantastic.
Not saying Mr. Geppetto.
But
real quick. One of our rogue family, somebody who comes through the chats all the time, supports our channels. One of our channel members is going through some tough times at the moment. So I'm gonna drop a link in the chat for Lady Toriel. If y'all could just donate just a little bit of money to her, or possibly share out the link to that GoFundMe, I'll greatly appreciate. OG Star Wars, I believe, is the one who's promoting that GoFundMe. So please, guys, share that link out. Give if you can, share if you will. Thank you very much.
There's another one as well, Stephen. One for Clobburn Times. I don't know how many of you know Clobburn Times. Apparently, he was in the path of Ida.
Yeah, I was just talking to Clobby.
Clobby is going through a rough time.
Better mock.
Okay, am I?
Yes,
that's much better. Yes.
You can find that link. Send it to me in the private chat. Thank you.
What I was gonna say was that there are people that are gonna be on their deathbed, they still won't admit that at some point the Orange Man was right.
Well,
for as much as you hate the Orange Man, he was right about a few. He
Well,
was probably right about a few things, and this is probably one of them. We probably
Well-
should have brought everyone should have been brought back while he was still in term.
Well,
He had a
Makani,
plan.
yeah,
He's-
Makani. Here's the thing, and Vinny, and Vinny is right. Both of you guys are right, because here's the thing. Okay, when you try, like leftists will sit there and try to say, well, Biden, he just he got everybody out successfully, blah blah blah, but what they or the ones that say it's Trump's fault. See,
Mhm.
they don't ever look at the fact that Trump's plan in the first place, the agreement that Trump had made with the Taliban was that you will abide by conditions. This agreement is on the basis of conditions, and if you violate any single one of these conditions, you are subject to attack, you are subject to death. So abide by the conditions or die.
Mhm.
That was how it was laid out.
Mhm.
And the evac and withdrawal plan that Trump had was to have the military cover it so that civilians, men, women, children got out first, then the military, and we blew up all our shit before we left so that there was no, technology left or anything like that. And, instead, this turned into a massive arms deal.
Well, hold
And
on.
you-
Hold on. Well, not. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you missed another important thing in there. When Trump made that fucking deal, the very next day they already broke it. And what did he do? The following day after that, he bombed the shit out of them.
Yep, exactly.
And then they stopped. Then they stopped touching anyone. Then they
Mhm.
were listening because they
Yeah.
thought he was weak, and he had to show, no, I'm not weak. You guys, we could obliterate. We could just destroy you in a second if we want to. And he
Yeah.
showed them that. And they
Yeah.
were good little boys. Over here, they know what was going on because they were tipped off. And
But
fucking Biden wanted to make sure that Pakistan was happy. And they wanted fucking Afghanistan. This shit is all manipulation from
Yep.
top to bottom. Biden can go
100%.
fucking suck a dick.
100%, Vinny, because what's going on is, if you think about it, who does this play out best for? This plays out for China. This plays out for, people that are sympathetic to the globalists in general. This all, plays into their hand. And again, with the transfer of all these weapons and everything else that were, quote, left behind, which I think is a crock because there were pallets of cash in with those weapons, and anybody with the brain can just sit there and all you have to see is the stuff that's there. It's like an itemized list of a huge arms deal. That's essentially what this was. On top of it, we made an arms deal with the Taliban, not to mention handing them a country, and not to mention giving up our entire influence in that sphere of the world.
Not only that, Drew, but this is not the first time that they've done it. I mean, if you remember, going back a number of years, we were the ones that first started supplying the Taliban with weapons to begin with in the first place when they were still fighting the Russians.
That's right.
So, anybody thinks that this wasn't created by, a Democrat or a politician in particular, you know what? You're being deluded and you're being misled. And they love to hide that information.
And that's historical fact, folks. So if you ever wonder what the origins of the modern Taliban are, or the more origins of ISIS even, okay, they started off as, they were funded by the CIA, for fuck's sake. The Mujahideen was funded by the CIA, and it first started under Carter, and that was where the Taliban started. Okay, they were Mujahideen. And then that's where ISIS started later on. What were they? Mujahideen. Mm-hmm. And they were directly funded by the United States government.
Mm-hmm. And trained.
And trained, yes. And trained. So it's yeah, Rita. I didn't see it, but I heard the Clip Notes version, or I read the Clip Notes version, and for him to be taking a victory lap and passing the buck and blaming it on Trump, I figured that was what was going to happen. And it's absolutely delusional.
I saw part of that bullshit, and he was, I'm going to take full responsibility. 3 seconds later, I blame Trump. Go fucking drop dead already, you old fucking smelly, nasty cunt. That guy is such a piece of worthless shit puppet. It's ridiculous. Obama's hand and Nancy Pelosi's hand are so far up his ass, just seeing their fingers come out of his fucking mouth.
Well, and that's the thing. It was like there was all this talk, like even when after the election started, it was like all this talk was like Biden's gonna step down and let Harris take over, but even Harris doesn't want to be a part of this. Even nobody wants to be part of this because this is completely blown up in everybody's faces, and everybody is seeing, and everybody, the normies, the public eye, they're all seeing it now.
Right. We got two.
Greg is another puppet anyway.
We got two great comments from the chat. First, our friend Steven Sacedo, he said, our enemies will jump in at the bits go in, China, Russia, North Korea, Iran. Biden gave them ultimately an avenue to go into the Middle East, make war on Israel. Israel knows that and will be ready. Yeah, but Stephen, what's coming next, and China is already tipping the hand, they are going to make a full-scale move on Taiwan, and that is coming soon. So that's the next thing that you're going to see on the world stage.
The U.S. at this point, under the House that it has, is not going to stand up.
The U.S. will not come to Taiwan's aid at all under this administration. Not at all.
Taiwan's been waving the American flag. Especially since Taiwan was praising Trump and glorifying the flag and loving America. They're more patriotic than the Democratic Party.
Yeah, not just Taiwan, Stephen, but don't forget Hong Kong as well.
Yeah. Hong Kong
Shellback says Biden also read the Clip Notes version. Nice, dude. That's
the thing. Biden is going to feign stupidity. Kamala Harris is going to cackle like a fucking hyena, and then Pelosi is going to look around like she doesn't know what's going on.
But
I'll tell you what's going to happen. And I'll do it in good fashion as well. So we'll do it as Alex Jones. What they're going to do is all the terrorists that they brought over here, someone's going to fucking attack Biden and Harris. They're going to take them both out. They're going to blame good old boys, and they're going to do the Insurrection Act. In the meantime, Nancy's going to be the fucking president, and they're going to shoot everyone that they could who won't give up their guns. That's their plan. Fuck that.
Yeah. Shane makes
Alex, forgot
Infowars.com. Shane Nolan makes a great point, and this to the point that we were talking about, the origin of the Mujahideen. And this is a movie. If you go and check out the movie Charlie Wilson's War, you'll see exactly what Shane's talking about here. Congressman Charlie Wilson, then of the Senate Intelligence Committee and the CIA, gave billions to them. And it's exactly right. That's where it started, Charlie Wilson's War. And that and see that's the thing, man. It's just
sent you a tip.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tox. I appreciate it.
I think Glinzer hit it dead on. John Cena will lead the China military to victory.
They're gonna march in. You're gonna hear dun, 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 shooting tanks and shit. But you know what? Taiwan will have to surrender. If not, they'll be white supremacists. So they were flying the American flag. They're white supremacists.
Well, here's the thing. Speaking of Taiwan, I eat their microchips. Did you see China Joe approved the sale of chips to Huawei? Yeah, absolutely. And he's doing business with them, Godzillionaire. And we know, and we don't need Hunter's laptop to know. We know that family is directly has business ties to the Chinese government. Mm-hmm. That's one of their best business partners.
And Russia, and they made it perfectly clear. Hunter
Yeah.
made it perfectly clear, and he was doing crack, talking to his hooker, saying that, yeah, the Russians have my third laptop, and they're going to try to extort us out of a whole bunch of gazillions of dollars. So guess what? That's how they got their fucking pipeline, and ours got shut down.
Oh
So
yeah, absolutely.
this is clear as day. Lock them the fuck up already.
Well. See, none of this carnage that happened with 13 Marines dead, everything that we've seen over the past week, none of this had to happen because had they simply followed the advice of what even Biden's own people, even people from the Joint Chiefs were telling him, don't do this without a strategic withdrawal. Okay, they told him that, but he just wanted to press on and do everything haphazardly, fast, with no cover whatsoever. They had no air cover, they had no nothing. He went ahead and closed the air base first, which was complete abandonment of any sort of logic or tactics, because tactics and logic dictate you keep the air base open so that you have air cover.
Drew. He's made it crystal clear. He doesn't give a fuck about human life. He even said it. All the Americans who get trapped there or die, fuck them. We're gonna blame Trump. He was quoted saying that.
Hey, I just seen something. It just popped up in my Twitter feed. Apparently, it was from 3 hours ago. Apparently, they had a congressional committee talking about everything that's going on, and they gavelled down a bunch of Afghanistan veterans that stood up to speak on the floor of the House.
Mm-hmm.
They said we're suspending everything and everybody's got to leave. Basically, they didn't want to hear from them.
Yeah, that's
They only want to hear from the troops. It's disgusting. I shared it in the core chat, so at your leisure you could take a look at it.
90 general, and Shay Nolan's correct about this. 90 generals came out and asked for not only Milley to resign, but Austin to resign as well. And I thought that's awesome that they're calling for those assholes to resign. So it's absolutely 100%. Again, like I said before, guys, this is high treason. This is high treason on such a scale, and it's so blatant. And they act like it's just business as usual, and this is not. It's against every American value in the book that we grew up on. That supposedly this country's about.
Global tyranny. Infowars.com. These people are fucking monsters. They're demonic. They're demonic. They pray to Moloch. Fucking Biden is a puppet. Everyone knows this shit. His speech, holy shit, his speech was so fucking bad. And he showed how weak America truly is. So, yeah, China's going to take over Taiwan. Anyone they want. It doesn't matter. They're going to do it. So, remember, your support helps keep us funded so we can continue these broadcasts, these transmissions. Infowars.com, or donate directly to Supreme Heretic. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh man, Vinny, that is so great. I love that. But the thing is I don't know how anything about this isn't high treason. It's just such a shame what happened. This is absolutely shameful.
It's worthless management. It's unpatriotic. It's killing our service people.
I feel for the families, and they are right to feel the way that they do about Biden and react to him the way that they do.
You know what it is right now, too. They don't give a shit about the service members for this reason, that they're forcing them all out. That's why they're doing the mandatory vaccines, because they know what they're going to get left with are the SJW types. There was that little lesbian who came out on TikTok who's in the fucking army who says she can't wait for martial law so she could start shooting Americans. Did you hear that?
Horrible. Yeah, and that's your far left right there. That's your modern left right there.
Exactly, and that's what they want to fucking replace everyone with in the military. They don't give a shit. They just want people who are gonna bend at the fucking waist for them. Take that knee, doesn't matter. This isn't about America for them. They don't give a shit. This is something way bigger. That's why I keep pulling out the old Alex Jones global tyranny, because it is. This shit is all fucking manipulation and games. People are very aware of that. People are becoming more awake to that because it's fucking true. It's disgusting. What Biden did with his speech today, and then he's like, all proud of himself. After the 13 service member, they got killed. What did we do? We retaliated and we killed two. Well, we killed a couple up. Excuse me? That wasn't even a fucking order that they were given. Those guys went rogue to go do it. They went, look, there's 2 more of them. Let's fucking take them out if we could. And they did it with the drone. And Biden's trying to take credit for it.
Go ahead.
Like
what's even more scarier is that, like, those 13, they're going to be forgotten. Or they're going to be purposely forgotten.
Not by us.
Not by us. Not by the real people. Not by actual human beings. But they're going to be swept under the rug.
You saw him checking his watch. He did with all 13 of them.
No, this is no different than, if you care about America, if you have, patriotism in your heart, if you just care about the country, if you care about other human beings, never forget what happened. Never forget those Marines that died, because it's so important what they died for. And to see it, absolutely shit all over by this administration and by the higher ups in the military, all the people that they've spent so much time meticulously screwing up the military and replacing them with, political operatives and woke idiots.
Hey,
True. Well, I'm sorry, just real quick. The other fucking thing too is you said how easily people forget. Most of this shit is connected to 9/11, and I've seen how most of even America forgot about 9/11. I was in the tri-state area when this shit happened. I know what fucking went down, and I saw what they did not report on the fucking news where I was living. So these people are all goddamn monsters who are in government. They don't give a shit. This is all games to them. They don't care as long as their pockets are lined, as long as the other countries that they're doing business with are happy. We're all a bunch of expendable assets to them. It is ridiculous.
And that's another thing you bring up, Vinny, is that, in what was it? So like next Saturday is the 20-year anniversary. Watch I'm just saying, watch what the media is gonna do.
I did. Let's say,
Drew, share my screen when you.
I was young when that happened, and yet it's still fresh in my mind.
I gotta say
and it's still fresh in my mind. I always remember. I always don't forget that.
We got a special guest dropping in for a few. Let's say what's up to our boy, 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser.
What's up, Nick?
Well, hi, guys. Drew, sir, I cannot wait to get this thing going for you tonight. So, guys, for everyone on the panel in the chat, just so everyone knows, normally, for some that know already, we do this thing on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central, titled Toxic Tuesday. Toxic Tuesday.
Toxic Titty Tuesday?
I was about to say. I was like,
man. Tonight we'll be talking the Sylvester Stallone flick Cobra. But wait, we're going to Billy Mays it, and more. We're going to also be raising money for our friend who is the host on this panel, Sir Drew. So every bit of money made tonight will go to our friend here on this panel. So I'm going to do my absolute damnedest to try to help this man out. It's going to be glorious, and we're going to have tons of fun. That's to see all you human beings. Yes, Mutant Band. It Toxic Tuesday day now. We should do that. We should freaking do that.
I just, and when I found out, folks, the other night, I was, I was in the chat last night, just watching, yelling at parked cars with Nick in our friend Comics Division and Culture and Sir Talks a lot. And when Nick explained this to me, I was incredibly moved. And I just want to again reiterate to you guys in the chat, this is not only me but my mom. We're incredibly moved and grateful for the support. I'm not a person that comes on and asks for any of this or anything. I'm very happy with your love, your friendship. But, you guys are just amazing human beings. And people have done extraordinary things for others in this community. And the spirit of love and goodness in everyone's heart is so just beyond amazing. And I am proud to know all of you. And thank you again from the bottom of my heart.
Hail this community, hail the chat, hail the entire indie sphere. Love all you guys. Thank you so much. We are family, and we stand and rise together. Support your independent creators. Look out for one another. Hail. Much love to the best chat on YouTube.
I see Bill has entered the room too.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Bill.
Hang on a minute here. I don't want to hear any aspersions cast on Joe Biden for smelling people or touching anybody. Now, let me tell you from somebody who knows a thing or two about touching people when he's in the Oval Office. That's a Freudian slip right there. Speaking of Freudian slips, just like when Vince Foster shot himself in the back of the head 15 times because of my wife Hillary. Trust me, I've thought about it a few times, but I can't bend my arm that way anymore. It's never mind. It was an accident, but anyway, I'd like to lend my support to Andrew Cuomo underneath me. I taught him everything he knows. He was in the Bill Clinton mentorship program for years. A wonderful, wonderful man. It's just the way he is. He's just a very loving, touching person. That's all.
Well, he was also in the Bill. He was also in the Bill Cosby mentorship program as well.
Oh God! On top, on the side,
I'm sorry.
Awake, asleep. I'm Italian. That's what we do. Thank you.
Normally, I would just say wait till they're asleep, but you can also use that chloroform and that rag I gave you too, Drew. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Just use that. Drew. Just use that rag and chloroform.
Share my link.
Homosexual.
Share my screen when you got a chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is from Lady Gravemaster here.
Hail, Lady Gravemaster.
This is difficult to watch.
This is very difficult to watch, but it's very relative to what we were talking about.
11B of House Resolution 188. The House stands adjourned until noon on Friday, September 3rd, 2021.
They do not want to talk about it. They do not want to talk about it.
No,
And
see that is the thing. When you can sit there and shit on veterans and not allow them to have a voice in what is supposed to be a democratic government where citizens are supposed to have a voice, that is a serious problem. And that should tell you everything that you need to know because this is a criminal administration, because this is an absolute travesty. And it just it boggles the mind to see, people that fought for this country, that put lives on the line. I mean, it's just absolutely disgusting.
Fucking disgusting at every level. That bitch to have the balls to even say that. Holy fuck.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
They were in the back probably drawing straws. Who gets to say it?
Right.
Fucking disgusting.
Well, did you guys see the latest one on the teacher? They're spewing the Antifa nonsense.
I was watching that.
Yes, I did.
Here,
yes,
yep.
I did. Yeah, Project.
Here, I'm gonna share that shit so everybody in our chat can see that.
Yeah, because
that as well.
That needs to be talked about.
I'm glad you brought that up, Tommy, because I was going to bring that up. Yeah.
Did you dive down the rabbit hole and see the video of him dressed like Britney Spears in drag with a wig on, dancing?
Now who's toxic?
Why wouldn't it surprise me though? But I mean, breaking California high school AP Gov teacher admits communist indoctrination
And-
of students. I have an Antifa flag on my classroom wall. I have 180 days to turn them into revolutionaries.
Wow.
And from what I've heard on the quartering,
Share that screen.
this is coming out of Sacramento, which is further. I think it's further up north where I'm at.
Yeah, this is a Antifa guy.
Should I play this, Drew?
This is
I,
100
hold on. What I thought they don't exist. It's just
Yeah.
an idea.
Yeah, that's an idea.
What happened?
Should I go ahead and play it?
We can play it.
Yeah, no, you're fine, Tommy. You know what? The truth needs to come out about this type of stuff. So
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead, roll it.
All right,
Guys
here we
out there, share the link and smash the like for us. Thank you very much. We need sound there, buddy.
Did he boomer it?
Yeah, you boomered it. We need sound, Tommy.
Boomer
Be
Harris.
sure to share the audio.
In the meantime,
Really?
donate to Supreme Heretic. Thank you very much.
The audio's not shared.
Yeah, do it over, buddy. If you the little box, click the little box.
Be sure to click the small box. in the corner of the screen.
I was about to call him ETEP cock,
But
no.
it's
No, it's not sharing. It's
But-
not sharing on my
It's
end.
not sharing
Yeah.
the audio. All right, so
Yeah.
No.
notice that, and see again. This is
Private chat time.
the suppression that we run into because it's stuff like this, and you know, God bless Project Veritas. I am 100% supportive of their investigative journalism. You know, I strive to do the same type. I don't have fancy hidden cameras, but I like to go out and chase the truth. I have a healthy respect for Project Veritas and the investigations that they do. And that, you know, right there should tell you exactly why our children need to be homeschooled. Okay? Because the problem is
I got it, Drew.
when you go and you have kids in a classroom setting, now you understand why teachers want to keep that hidden.
All right, so here we are from Project Veritas.
And this is a public high school teacher, folks, just to give it context.
All right, let me
Go
know if
ahead.
audio comes through.
I have 180 days to turn them into revolutionaries. How do you do that? How do you scare the fuck out of them? Sacramento organization that is under the banner of Antifa is very loosely organized, right? So that when there's like right wing rallies and stuff, then we'll create an opposition to that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Where would you go to connect to some of these organizations?
No, I post a calendar every week.
Awesome.
And then so and I do it for extra credit, so they get points for doing it. And so that encourages them to do it.
Wow.
And I've had students show up for protests, community events, tabling, food distribution, all sorts of things. When they go, they take pictures, they write up a reflection. That's their extra credit.
Oof.
Somebody hang him from a helicopter in Afghanistan, please.
Unbelievable. So this is propaganda in our public school system right here.
This
Shocking.
is someone that is teaching your children.
Yeah.
You know, someone that is teaching your children. It's just
Well, yeah, Drew. Don't forget. Remember when all those riots were happening last summer? And yes, I'm gonna call them riots. I'm not changing the word. They were riots. And a lot of the people who were getting arrested were professors. A lot of them were the ones who were rioting. A lot of them were involved in education, in public education. A lot of the rioters. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know.
And it was kind of the same thing back when all of this was going down in 2017, 2018 or so. A lot of the big players who were getting arrested and stuff at the Antifa stuff were professors, were people in higher position of power teaching your students and such. Yeah.
Because nothing says revolutionary than having a tenure at a fucking university. You know,
Right.
I mean,
Well,
these
this is a high school teacher.
I know, I know, but he was talking about professors and stuff like that
Yeah.
being pop. But this guy is this guy looks like something that I don't know, I left on a mattress somewhere 17, 18 years ago,
What?
and it grew up into this. What the
Browning should have been
You
left.
know, you know what the
Yeah.
big, you know what the big red flag in me was when I heard about this was him saying that one of the things that they're trying to like suppress and fight against is individualism. And
Well, yeah,
individualism is, from what I remember, has always been essential when it comes to revolutions and such. Being an individual, yeah.
well, no, collectivism is what they're after, Makani, because collectivists, they're all like follow the herd. What's best for the group, what's best for the group, what's best for the group. There is no individualism in that, so that's why they're trying to torpedo individualism. And you see, by proxy, the bigger goal is to take out the identity of the countries. They want to kill the identity or even the idea of the nation state.
Absolutely.
That's why they are pushing for open borders. This is a whole process, Makani. What the end goal is eventually, with all this collectivism that they hope, in killing off the identity of countries and consolidating them into a big collective, well, that eventually turns into what? One world government, and I will continue to drive that point home because that is the end game, and it feels like I make that point every week, but that is the end game.
I mean, the thing is like, this is not the only time we've heard of a teacher, especially if he had somebody in the classroom who was standing up and opposing his ideals and him wanting to come down on and shame him and everything like that. There was another video where a student just stood up in the middle of it and started going off on his teacher because the teacher just refused to do their fucking job and was just worried about handing out pamphlets and you need to do it this way because I said so. Yeah. And when that student stood up, he nobody wanted to hear it. This teacher pretty much shamed his student, told him to leave the classroom. It's that kind of mentality because these people don't have an argument. That's the one thing that a lot of people got to realize. They have no real argument. What they do is they say their ideals. They say that you need to fall in line on them. And when you don't, they put their hands over their ears. They cry, they scream, and they yell, and they ignore you. Because that's their only way of dealing with it. Because they don't have a legitimate argument. They never
because
have.
They're emotionally tied to what they want to be true. The idea that the truth is what actually is the truth, it hurts them. I mean, because they're so in fear of being played that they need to wish this idea that they believe to be true into existence because they're so emotionally tied to it. It's become so warped in their ideology. It's become the embodiment of their personality, that to a point where if they were to change who they are because of it, they'd have to change their whole personality. And that can mess with one's psyche when you let it define who you are. And that's why I always tell people, don't let politics be the front of who you are as an individual. Because if you do, the greater that you're invested in it, the harder it is to change. And then if you have to go through that change, it can mess you up, man.
And the thing is, Nick, is that it really, and I think I noticed this with just a bigger problem with society is that everybody is so afraid to be wrong.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of it comes down to. Is they're so afraid that what they've been taught has been wrong the whole time.
Yeah, it's not just about what's being wrong. It's not even about what's wrong. It's more of what is currently being accepted at the current given moment, whether it is right or wrong. They want to see, what's the acceptable? I get what you're saying, and you are right. But yes, people are afraid of being wrong, but they don't care about the right from wrong. They just say, okay, what is currently accepted at this moment? I've got to fall into that because otherwise, if I don't, I'm going to get attacked. I'm going to have the mob come down on me, dogpiling me, et cetera, et cetera. So they are too afraid to say something. That's why it doesn't make sense where, hey, if you're in a job where they don't talk politics at all, that's awesome, great, awesome. I hope it stays that way. But you are in a job where people are allowed to talk about that, but the problem is only one point of view is the one being discussed. That, my friend, is a very real issue, and that's the one that needs discussing because, I've had I won't say where I work, but in my job, I'm pretty open about where I stand, and it has angered a lot of people. And I've had people who are coworkers of mine say, "Oh no, I like what you say, Nick. I agree with it, but I can't say anything." It's like, no, it's great you agree, but the thing is, if you don't say anything, that's how they win because they expect me to be the one, the odd duckling who is exactly that, the odd duckling.
Well,
More
Nick,
people
a
need
lot
to
of
get
that, a lot of that, Nick, can actually be tied back to like even fashion. Whatever's the hot trending thing at the time, everybody needs to fall in line with that, whether they like it or not, because everybody else is doing it, and that's how they've been presenting a lot of this shit. Well, everybody else is doing it. Well, you should do it too. You don't want to be the one that's not accepting it when everybody else gets on board. You're left alone wearing those old rags that nobody wants to see anymore. And in the end, a lot of these people, they're going to wind up like, let's take it back to pop culture. They're going to wind up like the Nemodians in the prequels, where we had a deal, and then Anakin strikes them all down. That's what they're going to be like in the end.
They're going to wind up being that whole would so and so jump off a cliff? Would you do it? Yeah, they're the people who are jumping off a cliff and end up falling to their death.
Yeah.
Well, metaphorically, I mean, not.
I know that Nick has to leave, so I want to just let Nick, talk a little about his channel and where he can be found, and
thank you
again,
thank
Nick,
you.
Nick, thank you very much. Just, buddy, I love you, and thank you for being such a good friend, man. Thank you.
Dude, the least I can do for you, and I truly, truly mean that. It's tonight. We're gonna be doing Toxic Tuesday. I said toxic. And we're going to be talking Cobra, and it's going to be glorious, and we're going to raise more money for Drew. That's going to be great. I will do some unboxings, too, for some sweet action figures this week as well on the way. One of them's by some guy named Lemmy. I think you've heard of him. And then there's going to be also an Iron Maiden album review, so that's going to be great and glorious. Drew, thank you for letting me come on. Let's raise some money for you later. And, guys, just remember, once you don't go in style, you never have to worry about going out of style. Thank you all, and have a great evening. Hail.
See you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it so much. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and then put Vinny up so he can do an outro. And Rita, those came through. They came through as anonymous, but if one of those was from you, thank you so much. Rita, you are a sweetheart. You are a good friend. You are an awesome supporter.
Love this,
and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Big hearts and hugs to you. All right, we will go ahead and speaking of wonderful friends and great independent creators in this community, let's hear from Vinny Art.
Thank you, brother. And yeah, I got to say too, going back just for a second, that same thing happened when Trump went into office. Everyone in the art community, it was the same fucking way. They all were trying to be in agreement to hate Trump, and anyone who talked out, they tried to get rid of them. We've seen this across the board. So that's why it's important to stay true to who you are and what you believe. Doesn't matter what anyone else fucking thinks. Work your ass off. Be there for one another. Try to be good people. I mean, that's what we're doing here. We have fun. We poke fun at these sons of bitches that are destroying the world. But at the same time, we're also having these important discussions.
At the end of the day, you remember the best things about humanity and how to be a good human being. And again, Vinny, I am just honored to call you a friend and to know you, buddy. And
likewise.
I'm just it's wonderful to see that you're happy doing your work, even though it's not a big mainstream studio or anything. You're happy, and that's what's so important.
Independent creators is where it's at,
and you're bringing so much joy to people because they can't find this now. Because everything is poisoned with propaganda and garbage.
200%, man. That's why I don't tolerate bullshit from anybody else. In our circles, there's a lot of weird, strange people, clout chasers, still liars, manipulators. That's why I cut them out, because there's no time for that shit. We should be creating. We should be having a good time. And anyone who's doing the opposite, they're working the same as these shitty people that we've been going off on. It's the same shit. So that's why we say, man, be kind to one another, but kick ass what you create.
There's enough hate and pushback coming from the mainstream. You don't need it from people in the indie sphere.
That's why we here at Rogue Entertainment support one another, rise and stand together. Support your independent creators like Vinny Tardamella. Proven. How many campaigns have you run now?
5 that have been fulfilled. I'm working on 6 right now. Looking to get it done towards the end of the year, bleeding into the next year. So yeah, very trusted. One of those books is a hardcover. There's no excuse if you're making fucking big money. Why don't you go all out for your fans? I wasn't making huge money on these things, but I still did it. I went above and beyond, and I'm still going to give people the best quality. That's what we should be doing. That's how this shit works. But enough about that. I'm going to explode on another fucking tangent, guys. You can find me at Vinny Art on Twitter, on YouTube. I put up a funny video today talking about Resident Evil as Fauci. Go check it. It's only about 10 minutes, but he talks about his favorite franchise because it's got bioweapons, it's got a leak from a lab, mutations, variants, all that great stuff. So go take a look, get a good laugh. And in the meantime,
it's got to be priceless.
Support Drew. Whatever you could do. Retweet if you don't have any money to give. Drew's a wonderful person. Everyone here. Love all you guys and girls on in the chat, in the panel. Much love.
Much love, brother.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Vinny. Appreciate
Have a great
it.
night, guys.
We'll send you over that contract for the Monday night deals for the show. Well, I got to fax you over some paperwork.
Excellent. Am I going to be the head supervising janitor?
This guy might be the fourth horseman on Monday nights. I don't know.
Nice.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Nice.
I don't know. There's something to be said though for cocaine binge.
Spending $150 million on cocaine would make sense.
It does right now.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great night.
See you, Vinny.
Love you, Vinny.
Yeah. It's just it's nice.
Okay.
It's nice. It's nice to be able to kick back for a while and get an opportunity to address the issues in the world and everything that's going on. And I couldn't ask to do it with any better people, man. This is
speaking of better
family,
people, Drew, I got a great. I said I would call this man out online. I texted Gary and said I need help with these comic books.
There we go. Here we freaking go.
I needed help. Look, 1975 Batman comic, y'all. I'm trying to get rid of these comics. I ain't good at figuring out the prices. I've been looking online. I get different ideas. So I reached out to this man, and he said apparently he used to own a comic book shop. So I reached out to Gary. I texted him. All this man said to me was brilliant. Like, Gary, can't you help a brother out? Come on,
Brilliant.
man.
Brilliant.
That's all I get.
I
need some help. I need to bust his balls a little bit. That's all.
I
need to stop the show.
He probably thought you were showing that comic book, trying to reel him in to sell him some enema juice. And he was like, "Oh, if I just say brilliant, maybe he'll just go away."
Like he's gonna give you the you know what, Steven? He's gonna give you the look.
I can't lie. Like, I'm strangely turned on by that. I don't know what's going on with me right now.
Disapproving Gary.
Gary, hit me up.
You know what? There's a really important thing that I need to bring up with the panel here. I want to know how such a typo was allowed on your channel, Doomtep. It's supposed to be the future ruler of Constipation, but somehow you got Constantinople. What is going on there?
Constantinople, Istanbul. No, we can't go back to Constantinople because Constantinople got the works. Much like Kathleen Kennedy at Lucasfilm. It got the works. Speaking of getting the works, much like Walton's bowels after Walton's own home brew. Yes,
Is this Doomtep or Robert Lozier?
It's Robert Loggia. L for look, it's Robert Loggia. O for oh my God, it's Robert Loggia. G for God, honey, do you got a piece of paper? I want to go get Robert Loggia's order. That's harder on my throat than the Doom Tap voice. I'm not gonna
Oh man,
that fucking Robert Loggia voice is difficult, man.
You know, Marketing. Just remember, man. If you're arguing with the SJWs and they start getting stupid with you, all you got to do is be like this.
That's my opinion.
Oh my
I
God.
want to remember that. That is life lesson right there.
I'm working on another Dick's Division commercial. That needs to happen. So I'm just gonna let y'all know that. I don't know. Is he changed his intro because I said it was gay, but then he picked one that's even more gay. So I gotta say something about that.
He's got one up. He's got one up Steven. Like,
Hail!
His intro music makes me question my gender. That's all I'm
Hail
saying.
to our resident Dr. Adega in the chat. What's up, Adega? Good to see
Hey,
you, my friend.
family. What's up, brother?
I'll tell you what, his advice has been invaluable during this thing because, he's literally through when this whole pandemic shit even popped off. He told me flat out, he's like, look, I'm going to tell you straight up, just go and take some vitamin C, vitamin D3, some zinc daily, and trust me, you will be good to go. I have been on that regimen ever since late 2019 now, and I have never once been sick other than a minor sinus infection.
Well, I mean, Drew, you are kind of short. Maybe you go below the bacteria line, so kind of dodge it.
Well, I don't know, man. The way they treat the coop, it doesn't cross some state lines. It has a curfew. It's all kind of things.
So there's like a curfew where the coof just all the effects of the coof just kind of stops.
Yeah.
It also avoids Antifa protests and
also avoids BLM protests as well.
Exactly.
It does. This is the smartest disease ever. It literally knows if you're at anything that is even remotely right of complete communism, this virus will know, and it will immediately
that's like its own vaccine right there.
I mean, the unspecified virus of unknown origin. And I, for one, would like to say hello to my future Chinese overlords and say I'm willing to assimilate into I guess I'm too tall if I'm not Yao Ming, but
I was gonna say, hi, John Cena. You've gotten.
I'm doing a John Cena impression. I didn't even know it. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, wait,
Godzillionaire
so
says,
sorry, so sorry.
Says, just burn down a Walgreens every few months, and you're safe from the coup.
Apparently so.
Rita, I identify as someone who's not getting laid at the moment. That's how I identify. It's not. It's. I've had no reefer for a month. I've had no sex for a month. I've masturbated more in a month than I did all of my
Hey, TMI, buddy.
What the hell? So, somebody get Walton a pine tree, quick. He needs some sap.
What?
There you go, Walton. That should suffice you until the end.
Oh yeah, that turned me right on. It came right out of me. It just,
Oh man!
Hey,
new bomb Turk.
Drew, I want to bring this up real quick, and I found this, and this flyer has been hanging. This is from my local library. All right, so I got this flyer here, right, and it highlights different activities for kids and teens. From like for summer up until fall. And I took my son to a couple things there. Like they got to build like a little, they got to show like, they got to do like a little diorama. And I'm looking at this damn thing. And for September 13th at 3:30 p.m., the Read Woke Book Club.
What?
Gather for the first meeting of the Read Woke Book Club. Teens will
is it
pick
hosted by Oprah?
This is a real now. Make sure this is a real thing, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Blow
yes,
the
this
screen
is
up. I want to see that.
This is a flyer. This is a flyer from my local public library, and it's very real.
Wow.
And on the back here is here's the little section where it says
give him full screen so we can see
yeah,
it.
where it says
Wow.
the Read Woke
Read
Book Club.
Woke Book Club. He is not lying, folks. And this is a library in, by the way, suburban Michigan.
Yep.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, so they're promoting that, and I'm sitting there going like, no, like I said, I took my son to go. This is the same library I've been going to since I was a kid, you know, and I'm like, what the hell, you know? I'm like, I'll take the kid to the library, you know. I mean, it's kind of good to get to, you know, go get a book, whatever, because we read like every night. We read to him, me or the wife. So
Godzillionaire just gave you a great idea.
I'm just. I wonder if I found that I was gonna wear this. My dad got this for me, and I think I wore it once, but I said I should just wear this.
That's great. That is great.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I would love to invade that thing and just go in there and read like the most like offensive book to liberals that there could be.
You know what, Drew? There's a book right here. If you'd blow up my screen, everybody needs to back this. Steven's working on it right now.
Son of a bitch.
Be sure to support The Furta Menace, Volume 1.
I
This
fucking
is
hate you,
Steven's new venture. This is what he's going for. There's actually going to be a commercial that I'm going to be putting up on my channel soon for it. You know, Steven's putting in his work tirelessly to be able to get this out there, you know, for the love of the trees. Be sure to support it. You know, Steven, you're amazing. Just keep doing what you do to those trees and stay away from
about trees, about loving wildlife.
Everybody just be careful if you go near Lowe's or Home Depot, because Walton might be out there waiting for you. So
and wait, I got one. This is the tag for it. And now Deep Thoughts with author Stephen Walton. I wonder if I'm attracted to a Douglas fir. Does that make me gay?
We need to make
this has been Deep Thoughts with author Stephen Walton.
Okay, seriously, we need to make this like a Sesame Street kind of thing. You know, have puppets. You know, puppetry.
Well, no, man, I'm not gonna steal Snow Dub's content, man.
Yeah, but it'll just be like a puppet Walton pumping a tree the whole time. It's
Oh my god.
Adanga says, "Go read the Constitution to him. That'll offend him."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like,
I'll walk in.
That's like going to a vampire,
dude. Walk in. Oh my god. Oh, this would be great. Walk in with a pocket Constitution and one of those powdered wigs, bro.
I've got Rush. I've got one of Rush Limbaugh's last books. My mom gave it to me. It's called Rush Revere or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I could go in and read that. I'd be like, hey kids, do you like Rush Limbaugh? Well, guess what? I hope you don't, because today you're going to hear excerpts from his book. How about I read you The Audacity of Being Married to a Man by Barack Obama? I mean,
where's Wes Moody when you need him?
Yeah.
I can see, he's playing that clip right now.
Is it a quarter roll? Conspiracy or conspiracy?
Look, when you see a dong bouncing on Ellen, something's wrong. Right? All over the place, something's wrong.
Ellen was like, I was attracted to her, but now, ew, there's a penis.
Yeah. Just
that's
walk
a
in.
Skin flute.
I need one of those Godzillionaire, man. If you ever want to send me a Christmas gift, folks, give me an InfoWars shirt, and I will rock that bad boy in public.
Oh, Drew, I gotta head out. I gotta drive.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go around the panel and wrap it. I didn't really come. I really didn't come with structured topics today, and I apologize. Like I said, guys, it just right now it's very hectic, and I'm going through a really rough time, and I appreciate everyone's understanding. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for being there for Mom, and from the bottom of my hearts, again, we love you. You know,
thank you to every one of the 44 people that like this stream and the 2 downvotes. We appreciate you. Hail the chat, best chat on YouTube. Thank you so much.
So, all right, then go around the panel and let everybody tell you where they can be found. and we will start with Makini Draws. Okay, Makini.
I got something very
Makini draws us booty. Makini
No,
draws
I got
side
something
boob.
very special I want to share. Let me turn the camera on.
Not on a live stream, mocking you.
Yeah,
No,
no BBC, man. Come on.
No. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting the campaign recently. As of now, I have 3 sets of the Rouge stickers, and I have 4 sets of the Amy stickers. Both they're $5 each, and it's all on my Etsy shop. I'm trying to get these sold out so I can go ahead and get started on setting up the next set of stickers that I'm going to be putting up for the channel. Again, thank you guys so much everybody who's been supporting this. I've gotten a total of 8 sales.
Beautiful, dude.
You know what? I am not surprised, Makini. I mean, look at that one on the right. Will you look at the in-depth of that camel toe? That's amazing. That is all the way up in there, fellas.
If someone can please put my Etsy shop link down below. So if you guys are interested and you want to get these here, I ship them out immediately, and I only have like 4 of one and 3 of the others. They are $5 a piece.
I'll tell you what, the woman that's on that there Cowboy Bebop, she better not see that, because that's the same thing she was talking about. Things getting sucked up into places.
Well,
I like those places.
Yeah.
However, I will be making another live stream next Sunday because I got a whole set that I'm going to be posting up to the Etsy shop. So, guys, please, if anybody who is interested and you want to check these stickers out, please check out the Etsy shop link. I did put it in the private chat. If somebody could put it in the main chat, I'd appreciate that. And just share it around. Let's get more eyes on this because I want to sell these out. You know. And especially it may not be a comic book like what Vinny or Gaze does, but it's a start for me. It's a start for me putting actual products out of my own work.
That's good, man, because that's what we're here to do, brother. Promote indie creators and promote you, brother.
No, yeah, all joking aside, Makini, I love to tease you about the camel toe, and I'm hoping that's going to stick with you for a lifetime. Kind of like Walton and his enema brew and his trees, and his Where's World Waldonus. But you know what, though? Seriously, you do amazing work. I mean, you take your love for it and you put it out there for everybody to see. So that's commendable. In no way, shape, or form is that going to affect me making fun of you and the camel toe stuff, though.
I appreciate it, Tom. I appreciate it. But anyway, guys, please check it out. I really appreciate it. And next this Sunday, I will have another stream where we'll premiere another set of stickers for y'all, so stay tuned. But yeah, check this out. If you know anybody who's interested and want to get these at like $5 a piece, go ahead and check them out. Definitely support me, and definitely will encourage me to do more of this.
Mock, have you considered doing the magnets? Because I know a few people.
Somebody brought magnets, and I'm going to look into that. I am definitely going to look into magnets as well.
Yeah, I remember a few people making the suggestions, and I think that would probably help you out a lot with it. So
I will definitely look into magnets as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you for being here, Mock. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, we'll go over to the man, the myth, the legend, the author, Stephen.
Oh, me. Oh, God, I'm so used to being the last one. Hold on. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for supporting all these wonderful channels. Links are being thrown out there. So you haven't subscribed to any one of us, please do. Support your independent creators. And I don't care what part of the indie sphere they're from. I don't care if they like us, if I like them. I don't care who they are. Support independent creators. The mainstream's going to tell us what we can and can't say, what we can and can't do. Fuck them. Support your indie creators. That's what's most important. Thank you guys for supporting each other. Thank you for sharing out the GoFundMe links that I'm sharing out in the chat. And, like if you can help, you can help. If you can't, sharing out a link does mean a lot. Same thing with indie creators. Sharing out links to people's channels, to people's campaigns, to an Etsy store means everything. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. The best chat on YouTube. Hail, I am author Stephen Walton, the fandom historian, born in the chats with my brothers and sisters, fighting for our modern mythologies. Monetize your haters and support independent creators. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other. Peace.
Yeah, thank you so much, Stephen. Man, I appreciate it, my friend.
Anytime, brother.
All right. Resurgam, yeah, we will support you to the moon, buddy. I know I will retweet all your stuff and
Absolutely.
give
Get up
you
with Rogue.
all the support I can.
I forgot
Appreciate
something.
it.
Yeah, Retrograde, listen, get up with the Red Gaze. We have a show every Thursday called Rogue's Gallery where we promote indie creators. That's a big part of Rogue Entertainment. It's what I want to do. We want to be an alternative. No drama, no bullshit, just creators promoting their work and getting some advertisement. We believe in supporting indie creators. Also, please check out The Dump tomorrow night on Sporkin' News Podcast, Rogue's Gallery on Thursday with the Red Gaze. Check out Rogue Entertainment, which is going to be back at home on my channel this weekend, and The Dump afterward with Bear Nerd Fun, the late edition, late after that. And then also on Sunday, please check out Vinny Tardamella. And on Monday, check out ETEP. And
Don't forget me.
and also, ETEP's got 2 shows. He's got one on Monday and Going Rogue on Wednesdays. Please check that show out. And always, of course, check out Mackany Draws. Thank you guys so much. I just wanted to slip that in there while I forgot.
That's what she said.
There was no
That's what
lube.
she said.
There was no lube, and I apologize for that.
Yeah. All right. We will next bring up Tommy in the Guinea Pig Collective.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is the real author, Stephen Walton.
Yes.
Your lumber menaces tree historian, the tree historian that was born in the national forest, fighting for your right to get wood without splinters. We shimmy, but we do not nail. Oh yeah, and just in case you can't seem to find me, remember, well done. This is a real thing.
What a jerk off.
Yeah, that's right. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I hate you, Tom.
Good.
You're in 1,000 exploding stars.
Let's keep it that way. Hey, everybody, what's going on? This is Tommy in the Guinea Pig Collective, where you can find me on my channel, nibbling off toes, talking about old toys, retro toys that are done right, and old movies. We also do 6 p.m. Eastern every Monday, retro discussions going old school, where we actually get together and we talk about a lot of those old franchises that we love from the past so much. Eventually, I'm going to be working on a collab with Vinny Art, and we're going to do a very similar show where we're going to be talking about toys and comic books, mostly from what I understand, or cartoons. And that one will be coming on, I think it's going to be on a Thursday, and it's going to be in the afternoon. We haven't set up an official start date yet. It's something that we're still working on. I'm trying to get everything finished for it, and that should be a lot of fun because it's always great to talk about all those retro things that we love. So remember, never let anybody tell you what you can or can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. Be sure to catch everybody that's on the panel on their channels. Make sure to subscribe. Go and check out all the live streams because they do great content and they're all good friends. Even though I enjoy busting a lot of their balls, it's all done in good fun. So if you're one of those people that have talked to me in private or in a green room on somebody else's channel and saying that I shouldn't be making fun of people, yeah, kiss my fuzzy ass. Thank you.
All right, and we got ETEP, the People's Champ. Thank you again for being here, buddy. I appreciate you so much, man.
Dude, glad to be here. This panel has been wonderful all night. You guys fucking rock. Rogue Entertainment is seriously like just a wonderful family of creators, and yeah, it is. It's a great group, Drew, and these people in the chat are supporting the hell out of you. And check out what 32 Flavors and Nick Weiser later is doing. They're doing a stream for that right there, dude. This community is amazing, and it just shows how they step up to help one another in times of need, and that is great to see. I'm Etepokuian, and I am I'm here to entertain sometimes. You're like, why are you wearing an NWO beanie? Because next Tuesday night, my co-host and I, Tony Tonedeaf, are launching a series where we are reviewing the entire fucking Monday Night Wars.
Oh my God, can I come?
Nice.
Yes, you may.
Please.
Yes, you may.
Nice.
Starting on September 4th, 1995, and I literally remember watching the first Nitro, hurrying up, getting home from football practice, eating dinner, and getting the tape set so I could record Raw in the other room and then watch Nitro. And it was fun to go back and rewatch them. We'll be reviewing next. Like I said, next Monday will be the first Nitro, Actually, we'll be doing 2 nitros because of the way the schedule fell. Because we had a Thursday Raw Thursday the first week, so we'll be doing it'll be September 4th and September 11th of 1995 for WCW, and then September 11th 95 for WWF as well. Starting next Tuesday night over on the Clown World Review. So subscribe to my co-host Tony Tonedeaf and check me out over there. And after we're done with that, we'll be going through and doing all the pay-per-views too. So we're starting that up. But you can catch me tomorrow night. I don't know. I've got to work extra at school tomorrow, so I don't know if I will be doing a video, but you will have Going Rogue on my channel at 8:30 Eastern. Our guest, our Collector Express, will be joining Tony Tonedeaf and I, and Saggy Melons will be making her return to the program. She was in the chat last Wednesday. She was busy. I told her, she said she's not working next Wednesday. I said, good, you're mine. So she'll be joining us tomorrow night. And then we have Mornings with the Place to Be reviews on Thursday and Friday this week at 9:30 until 11. And some videos this weekend. And I will be going to see Shang-Chi. Wait, I gotta switch hats.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'll be going to see Shang-Chi. Dun, dun. Is it racist? I'll be going to see that. I won't be wearing this hat. I think it'll be terribly obtrusive to anybody behind me in the theater. Unless I could put popcorn in it. That would work. But no, really, I'll be... So Tony and I will be either live streaming or recording a review for that and releasing it Saturday. So yeah, that's coming up. And I've got horror reviews I'm working on now for October. And next week, not this weekend, but next weekend, I will be in Cincinnati hanging out with, let's see, Nick from Echo Base, the Bullshitters, probably Justin Proper at Horror Hound, as I'm celebrating my anniversary and staying in Cincinnati, which is a weird place for a wedding anniversary. But yeah, it'll be 10 years, so we are going to Horror Hound, and I'm going to try to get Robert Englund's autograph, which
nice.
Is... I'm Thank you, Bakity. I'm willing to pay some money for Robert Englund's autograph. Yeah, because that man's a legend. So thank you, Drew, for having me on, man. This panel, hail Tommy, Steven, Makini, and Drew. Thank you guys so much.
Hail, brother.
Awesome.
And everybody else who wasn't, and everybody else who left early, Vinny. And I'm not busting Vinny's balls. I'm being serious. I'm gonna fucking. I was talking. I said, I think we found the 4th horseman after last night. I'm like, I do. I think we found it. I might have to drop the contract, do the Ric Flair, be like, here's the contract, brother. You know. Yeah, but yeah, we had fun, man. We had a lot of fun. So, and tonight was a blast. This streaming, this has been the best thing that happened to me since I got out of wrestling and doing radio. So it's fun, man.
We love to have you, ETEP. You're a natural entertainer, man.
Yeah, you are. And, but like I said, an even better person, a good human, a good friend, and and that goes for all of you guys. And again, I can't stress enough how happy it makes me. Just be here with you guys tonight. Breathe for a couple hours and try and make things a little easier. And thank you again so much to the chat. You guys and gals, it's amazing, the outpouring of love and support. And again, my mom and I certainly appreciate it. So thank you so much.
This is the best chat on YouTube, the best community that we have ever been a part of, that we've ever helped to build, Drew. And we love all of our community. Thank you.
We do. And, I'm going to try to make sure that I'm on time on Thursday for Pegasus Actual. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. You guys,
season 3, episode 2?
It's season 4, episode 3, I want to say.
3? Okay.
Is what we're doing on Thursday. So, make sure that you guys stop by and catch that. Rita Doherty, I will totally, reach out, and I will get in touch with you, and we will chit chat sometime soon. I'm going to do my best, but Again, thank you so much. I know I appreciate it. I know Mama Heretic appreciates it. So until next time, folks, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember that, I love you.
They think it's right to murder. They want to murder. Look at all the people, and they get a kick out of it. A sexual kick out of it. The whole thing, I think it's sick.